Mystic GLoLady here. This reading is for Libra for the month of June 2015. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times and let's see what kind of energy we have to work with this month. Three of Swords, sorrow. Put it beneath you. Put it behind you. The sorrow, if you bring it with you, it's just going to be more sorrow multiplied. You have to put it behind you, put it in the past, and go on. In the first house, you have the Nine of Wands, the great strength. The great strength that you receive when you have been through some pain and you finally have put it beneath you, and how you can finally move forward to have new beginnings. Okay, Ace of Cups, that's going in your second house. Aces are always new beginnings. Cups, your emotions, being happy. You have the Fool in your third house of communications, of short distance travel. You have the Universe. What is it in the universe? In your home position. You have the Two of Pentacles, the harmonious change in your family resources. In the sixth house position, you have the Four of Pentacles, the money, the energy. You have the Five of Wands in the partnership position. What is not quite working in the partnerships? And partnerships are not just personal, but it could be your business partnerships also. Now here we have the Judgment, and the Judgment is going into the eighth house position, and that is contracts. What kind of contracts? With other people's money. Are we getting married and we need a prenuptial contract? Is that what we are looking at? Now, in the career, the 10th house, the Five of Swords. What is it in your career? Are you looking for a new career, a new partner? There was an end in the last partnership and now things are changing? Because that's what a Death card is. A death is an end of, but it's also a new beginning. And it ends on a high note. Now these, of course, are general readings, and that means that not every Libra is born at the same place, date, and time, so your birth chart is not going to be the same as anyone. So a general reading will tell you what energy, but it will not pinpoint the same way as a personal reading would. So if you want to get into specifics, then let me know and we can most definitely do a reading. I do call the birth chart the treasure map to the soul. And once you learn it and you see what you have to work with, and then you get into other people's, it makes life much easier to navigate. Okay, so we're going to start out with the first house, and we have the North Node in Libra right now, and the North Node is where we are going. And Libra wants to have some balance. So with chaos that's going around, make sure that you keep your balance. Okay? Now in the second house position, we have Scorpio. Okay? We might be getting some money, but we're not going to be telling everybody about it. Okay? We are keeping that that hidden. That's what Scorpio tends to do. They do like secrets. Then in the third house position, we have Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is fun-loving, but we have Saturn in there right now. And Saturn is our lessons, learning our lessons. It's a higher teaching. And being that it's in your short distance travel and your communication, and it's retrograding, and it's going back into the second house and Scorpio. So where's our lessons that we're needing to learn with communicating about money? It doesn't look like you're having too much of a problem with that, to tell you the truth. That's what, you know, I mean, you're pretty good at handling money, Libra. You like to be balanced. You like to hold your cards in and don't always show it, because you know if you show it, then people would take advantage and it wouldn't be balanced. Okay, so let's see. We had Leo or Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Now we're coming down here to Pluto. In your fourth house, Capricorn, and you have Pluto in there, and that is a death, a rebirth, a redo. What is it in your home that you are changing? Are you moving to a different home, or are you just working on remodeling your home? Okay, now we have Aquarius. Aquarius is in your fifth house, having fun with your friends. Yay, let's go out and have a good time. You know, it seems like that would do you a world of good, and not just you, but others. Go have fun. Okay, now in your sixth house, or I'm sorry, the fifth house, sixth house up here, we have Pisces, and Neptune and Chiron are in there also, and they're retrograde. So looking at your work, and you're kind of enjoying it. It's like, yeah, you're making some cash. It doesn't seem like Libra. I mean, you're staying pretty balanced. You know, the cash is there. You're working. Cash is there. It's like, what am I? You know, everything's going good, and then we come down here to the seventh house, and Aries is in there. Aries is in your seventh house, but we have Uranus, and Uranus is redoing partnerships. So what is it in your partnerships that needs redoing? You know, is it just you know, contractual, you know, in your partnerships? You know, what's up with the contract? Is it going right? Taurus, you know, Taurus in here in your eighth house, that's being grounded. You know, you're fair. You want to be fair. So make sure that those contracts are fair. Otherwise, you're not going to be too happy. Now up here we have the ninth house, and the ninth house we have Gemini in the ninth house, and the Sun is in Gemini. The Mercury and Mars are in Gemini. And the Sun will be there until the 22nd, and then it'll come down here to Cancer. Mercury is retrograde, okay, and it's in Gemini, and it's retrograde until the 12th, but it will not be going direct. Well, I mean, it'll be going direct on the 12th, but it's not really going to you know, get back up there until, well, the end of the month. It's going to be at 16 degrees. So once it goes direct on the 12th, it's going to fly. Okay, so any type of communications that has been held up, once the 12th hits, it's going to fly past that. And Mars is also in Gemini communications. You know, are you talking about taking a long distance trip? Now remember, when Mercury is retrograde, electrical, mechanical, communications, if it can break down, it's more probable during a Mercury retrograde than any other time. So it's just something to keep an eye on, okay? Especially when we're dealing with contracts here, okay? Because it's not going to be going into Cancer until later on at the end of the month. Okay, now Cancer down here in your ninth house, you have Venus in there also, and your career. Are you considering a career in the health industry? Because health is a big part, and what kind of health is it? Okay, now you have the death card. The death card is in the 11th house, which is your friends and associates, and you have Jupiter in there also, so that's multiplying. You know, it's in Leo. What is it? Are you seeing more and more sick people that you are, wait a minute, how can I get a cure to heal people? Because it seems to be multiplying more and more. You have your Virgo up there in the 12th house, and that's organization. In your Virgo likes to be organized, okay? And in the 12th house is your hidden enemies and institutions. And can you see how to organize institutions? How can you use your career in healing to put an end to what's not working? You know, what can you do in order to make a difference in society? As I said, these are general readings. They're not going to touch to everyone. So look at your ascendant, which is your time of birth, and also your moon, which is the position the moon was at your time of birth, if this is not relating to you. But things seem to be going really well for you this month, Libra. As I said, with the partnerships, with work, what needs to change, make sure you go back over that paperwork and make sure that you get it right, or you're definitely not going to be happy. So, Libra, it has been fun, and I look forward to speaking to you in July. So be good and call if you need me. Love you, bye.